Hello, welcome back to my video. I am Ada Vesaka, student of English education at Balitar Islamic University. I will explain today about some management of classroom in teaching English as a foreign language, namely 1. Memorize your student's name. 2. Eyes contact. 3. Distributing question appropriately. 4. Sitting management. 5. Reinforcement. 6. Material. 7. Media. 8. Voice and body language. 9. Handwriting. 10. Approach method technique. 11. Evaluation. Before I start, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share to all your social media. First discussion, I will talk about the name of students. Memorize a lot of people make ask, why do you have to remember the student's name? How critical is it that we as teacher remember the names of students? So in my view, remembering the student's name is very important because remembering the student's name will facilitate the teacher in the learning process, especially when asking students questions. Moreover, remembering the student's name will build in class chemistry between teacher and students. Face contact also affect the learning process as it is a way of expressing interest in students by gazing into their eyes that the teacher discuss the content and the students will listen. Then the third as appropriately distributing question. How the heck are we teachers to deliver question to classroom students? As teachers we have to be creative and innovative in asking students question. It has to be fascinating how we do it so students don't get bored. Example of ways to convey question to students are as if we use a media game or give stories about the question being asked. If there are kids who are unable to answer question, we should give time to think for a moment, or we should throw question for other friends to answer. The fourth is management seating. What is the management of seat? Seating management is the physical setting up of chairs, table, and classroom presentation. What then is this for students? It's about getting the student to find their best place to remain calm, concentrate, and efficient. The model of sitting in the classroom must also vary so that it is not monotonous. For example, round table, semicircle, group ponds, pair pods. The fifth is the reinforcement. Reinforcement is a form of learning atmosphere, the one that has been given by the teacher to students with the aim that positive behavior of students can increase verbal and reinforcement teacher responses in the form of words of praise, support, and recognition. Right? Good match. Nonverbal reinforcement can be either given by the teacher through gesture or facial expression. Give a good impression to students. Smile, give a thumb up. The next thing we have to keep an ear on its material. We need to plan the material as best we can as teachers, as that is to make it easier for you to teach students and help you provide good content to students in the classroom. Then there is media. Learning media is a media used to improve the quality of the teaching and learning process in the context of efforts. The benefit of learning media, in my opinion, enable children to learn independently according to their talents and visual, auditory, and kinesthetic skill, if seen on the basis of instructional media technology. Production is divided into four, namely: 1. Media is the result of print technology such as books and newspapers. 2. Media is the result of audiovisual technology such as television and film. 3. Media is the result of computer-based technology. 4. Media result from combination of print and computer technology. We have to have the good voice and good body language as teachers. The voice we make needs to be loud for students in the class to hear, and our body language also needs to be good. We should not look nervous when teaching in front of the class. We need to be comfortable in handling the class situation, because whatever we do in front of students, the students themselves will copy it. In writing, the teacher is also demanded to be creative. Writing on the blackboard must be written as attractive as possible. For example, when we write, we use colorful markers so students are interested in reading our writing. As teachers, we must also have many methods and techniques in learning so that students are interested in the discussion that we are teaching. Example, a teacher uses the theory of Bayesian, where the learning process is more centered on teacher center. Then the suitable method to use is a method that places the teacher as the center of learning. The teacher who is most active in giving explanation to students who normally are lectured. If the teacher uses this approach, what method is suitable? If in English teaching might be able to use traditional methods, grammar translation method. Then if the instructor uses the constructivism theory, in this approach it might be possible to use the communicative approach method, because this construction ideology is more directed towards student-centered learning, active students. And the last is evaluation. Evaluation of learning is very important to do to find out whether or not an effective learning system is implemented by educator. Because if an educator does not conduct an evaluation, the educator is the same as there is no progress in designing the learning system, so that students can feel bored with the learning system that is constantly the same. Educators must create a new innovation to renew the learning system that will be applied in the classroom, starting for the material methods, media learning, researchers, environment and assessment system. Example of evaluation of the learning itself, such as nonverbal tests, oral action examination, and written text. Okay, it seems like our discussion today is about some classroom management. Hope this helped you who are still confused and about this material. And I thank you for watching my video to the end. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share.